I don't know about you guys, but I am literally running on 2 hours of sleep right now because obviously I was up until 3 listening to Red Taylor's version, and then I had to wake up at 5, you know, for regular life activities, as if we could actually continue living life after listening to the entirety of Red Taylor's version. But it is finally 7 o'clock. It is finally time to watch Taylor's All Too Well short film. Oh my god. I also feel like I have been saying for years that I just cannot wait for the time when Taylor actually writes and directs her own movies, especially like after we heard No Body, No Crime. Like, who could hear No Body, No Crime and not want a feature-length movie around that? Her writing is amazing, her lyrics are amazing, her storytelling is amazing, and I just cannot wait to see a short film that she has written and directed herself. Like, I also, for the life of me, do not want to go against Taylor's legal team. Like, no thank you. So if this video is cropped in editing or some of the audio is like muted, etc., I'm sorry. I want to be able to record my first time watch reaction, like my raw reaction, my raw emotions, my raw feelings, and also not worry about the copyright, you know? So hopefully that's fine with you guys. Really, I just cannot wait to experience this because I feel like I'm about to go on a journey. I feel like all of us are about to go on a journey. So if y'all want to come on this journey with me, let's go. I already sobbed for like hours straight listening to the album, so I might be all sobbed out, like truly. I don't know what's gonna happen watching this. Oh god, I'm nervous but excited at the same time. Happy, free, confused, and lonely at the same time. Like truly miserable, magic, all right now. Like, I feel like that's what we're about to experience, which very on brand for Red. But let's just start it. Love is so short, forgetting is so long. Oh god. Oh god, I'm not ready. Oh shit. My heart is racing already. I can't at this. Oh my god, please. I haven't seen Teen Wolf, but felt like home somehow. And she's got the red scarf on. Oh frick. I'm not ready for the amount of Easter eggs that are about to be in this. We're singing in the car, getting lost upstate. Oh my god, her upstate escape. After all these days. Look at her. She's so happy. That magic's not here no more. Not them juxtaposing the magic's long gone while she's literally grinning and so happy, like she doesn't know what's to come. Yeah, oh god. Oh, it's gonna be a journey. Gonna be a journey. Oh my god. Oh, we're going real hard here. She looks so young. I know that's probably the point here. Probably listening to some indie band that's way cooler than hers. Look at her with her red lipstick. Oh, frick. The T-ball team. You told me about your past, thinking girl. I know my love should be celebrated. Fuck. But the patriarchy. We all know what his keychain says. He's gonna say it's love. No, he's not. All I felt was shame, and you held my lifeless frame. Sorry. When I was listening to this song, my friend and I were texting, obviously, as we were listening to the album for the first time last night. And I literally texted and I was like, I wish I could just go back in time and tell Taylor to break up with him. And she was like, I think she already did, so don't worry. But like, just watching this makes me want to like literally just be the person there to be like, break up, please. It's not worth it. Look at the pain you're in, girl. I'm in love with her hair, unrelated to literally everything. I'm also in love with her turtleneck, just her overall vibe.
I didn't like the way that you acted around them.
You were being weird and quiet the entire time.
I was not being weird because you wouldn't look at me.
Oh, come on.
You asked me one thing the entire night.
Such bullshit. That's such bullshit.
You dropped my fucking hand. What am I supposed to do with that?
I didn't even fucking notice. What are you talking
about? I don't know any of these people.
I was doing it subconsciously. I was catching up with people.
You're making me feel fucking stupid.
Oh my god, I feel like the anxiety of watching Malcolm and Marie again.
It was fun. I actually had a fucking
Maybe you should have gone by yourself, dude.
Now, it's fucking selfish. It's
how is that?
Oh, so I'm selfish now.
You're acting selfish. Absolutely.
You asked her why she was pissed off.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Girl.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I forget about you long enough to forget who I needed to.
The way she immediately cuts the I forget about you long enough right after that. Oh god. I don't know if anything rational is gonna be coming out of my mouth. That is just so painful. Like, who hasn't lived that moment, you know? You're not crazy, girl. your emotions are completely valid. He asked why you were upset, and you told him, and then he got upset that you were upset when he asked you why you were upset. And I know I already said this, but she just looks so young to be going through this type of emotional whiplash that she's going through. He's real, and the therapy afterwards will also be real. Oh god. How did we go from growing up to breaking down? She's so young.
Was a masterpiece till you tore it all up.
Oh my god. The way it's covering up the fight.
So casually cruel in the name of being honest. I rumbled up pieces of paper.
You turn that pain. Oh my god. Her lost without the person she's used to having on her side, at her side.
You had me, who was she? I never needy, ever lovely.
I love these lyrics so much, by the way.
We've been in a party.
Like, just the way she contrasts what he views her as to what she's actually feeling and how she actually is and how she feels she is. Just so many layers too, and I feel like it can kind of tie into Mirrorball almost, like Mirrorball vibes, where she has like basically reflected all the parts that he wanted to see, and that's who she kind of became. But on the inside, she's like completely broken and just trying to figure out herself. Like, oh, frick, we're fine here, guys, we're fine. We are not fine.
Charmed my dad with self-effacing jokes.
That's the worst, because they know the image of him and you know the real one, and oh no.
And he said it's supposed to be fun.
Turning 21. It's okay. The acting, the way she captured that. But it's okay, we know 22 happens. We know 22 is coming in the future. We know. She's got this. She pulls it all together. She's got this. Please tell me I'm not the only one like crying right now.
Like to be my old
Self again,
but
I'm still trying to find it. Oh, frick. The way this is framed too with the mirror where she's literally singing, she's still trying to find her old self again. And she literally isn't looking in the mirror, like she literally is lost. Oh, frick. She can't see herself. That's amazing imagery. And then just to like pair it with happiness, where she's like, I haven't met the new me yet. Like you can see that she's grown from someone who's still trying to find who she was before all the trauma and literally everything happened in her life, to someone who's like realizing that that is part of what makes you, and you've just got to live with it and find out a new path. Like you've got to figure it out from there.
And I walk home alone.
It's gonna be okay, girl.
You remember it all.
You remember it all. And she explicitly chose to put in a scene where he's trying to tell her he does not remember the moment that she's talking about, on top of just all of the happy moments too.
Never good at telling jokes, but the punchline goes, I'll get
She did not just do this.
lovers, stay my age.
That line. Is this Taylor? I think that... maybe it's not. Yes, you turn that pain into power. This has to be Taylor, right?
How it glistened as it fell to
Holy fuck. Also her, Auburn. Oh my god, he's wearing the red scarf. The red scarf. Holy shit. Written and directed by Taylor Swift. Her later on. We're good. We're good. We're good. Very dehydrated now, probably, but we're good. I love how they had her in the bookstore presenting it, and a bunch of other women in the audience there listening to her talk about her book, just sort of like how she stood on stage and sang that song, you know, night after night after night, and it just applied to so many people, and so many people found like peace through it and through her being able to share her experiences. I love how they kind of paralleled that with her at the bookstore. Like, it's so similar. Am I hoping that's an Easter egg that Taylor Swift will be releasing a novel? Yes. Mentally, all too unwell. That's what's happening here. Nothing like a good cry to remind you that you are in fact alive on this planet. Taylor Swift is truly the queen of storytelling. Like, she took us there to that point in time. I loved it. First of all, I think that was absolutely gorgeous. The aesthetic, color palette, like it was beautiful. I also feel like there was so much imagery in each frame. Anyways, I really, really loved that. I think both Sadie and Dylan did an amazing job. I haven't seen either of them in anything, so perhaps I should do that. How old is Sadie Sink? That's what I'm curious about, because she looked incredibly young. She's 19. She is incredibly young. Oh my god. That just makes it like even crazier. Like, I know people have already said that the age difference almost directly correlates to the age difference between Taylor and he who shall not be named, but god, I feel like the 10-minute version too was just so much added pain and so much added depth to the whole story. And that line where she's like, your lovers stay my age, like she came for his throat. That's all I'm saying. Also, can we just talk about how all the Vault songs are just amazing? Well, first of all, the entire like re-recorded album is just truly amazing. I love how you could hear the growth in her voice. Like even when she was singing 22, like you could almost hear her grinning and smiling as she was singing it, and I just hope that she had an absolute ball re-recording this album. I think The Very First Night and Nothing New are my favorite of the Vault songs, at least upon literally it hasn't been 24 hours yet, so this truly is like just the first day type of reaction to listening to them, but I think those two are my favorite. But Nothing New in particular, like I just know for a fact that if I had Nothing New when I was in high school, when I was 16, 17, back in 2012, if I heard Nothing New, that would have changed my life. That truly would have just given me such a stronger perspective. The way that she sings, how can you know everything at 18, nothing at 22? The way that she captures how society treats young women and just women in general, especially as they age. The way that she captures that, I feel like is such an authentic struggle that so many people relate to. And like, this is kind of unrelated but slightly related. I almost feel like it's sister songs to The Lucky One, and maybe that's just because I love The Lucky One and I'm using it as somewhat of an inspiration. Like it's in my playlist for one of the stories that I'm working on. Like I really love The Lucky One, but I almost feel like it's got the same like type of underlying feelings and message as Nothing New has. Obviously the songs themselves are like completely different, but for some reason like the messaging there, I just feel like they're related. Like the way in The Lucky One, she's almost the one looking at the older celebs trying to figure them out, and she doesn't figure it out until she's at the stage that they are. But then in Nothing New, she's singing about how she'll be so successful that like younger 17-year-olds will be able to figure out their success path and figure out how to handle what society throws at them because of what she went through. I don't know, for some reason those are like relating in my brain. And like the verse that Phoebe sings too, that starts with like the how long will it be cute, all this crying in my room, just says so much about how society like truly treats the feelings and emotions of like young women in general into adulthood. Like at first they just sort of laugh them off and they're like, oh, that's cute that you're so angry. They literally don't put any weight to them and they just sort of literally roll their eyes and they're like, whatever, just teen girl emotions. And eventually you grow up and you're the person in Mad Woman and they're singing about you, what a shame she went mad. And it's like, you made her this way. You completely ignored and invalidated everything she went through. I feel like it hasn't even been 24 hours yet and there's already so many parallels we can pull from her younger days to like the growth that she's had in some of the later songs. Not necessarily even in the quality of her voice, although obviously freaking amazing, literally freaking amazing, but just the way that you can tell that the mentality has grown over the years, and it just feels so much healthier, and it's just, I just feel like there's so many parallels that we can pull from, and I cannot wait to just be listening to these songs day in and day out and just like experiencing them and being able to like make those comparisons and just have fun with these songs. It's just amazing. Like, I saw a YouTube comment last night that was like, we are so lucky to live in the era of Taylor Swift, and I feel like I wholeheartedly agree. Like, that just sums it up right there. We are so lucky to exist at a time when Taylor Swift also exists. And I just love everything that she put into this album. Like, it truly feels like her heart and soul went into re-recording Red. Anyways, how the heck are you guys feeling? I feel like we've been through the emotional ringer, but like, again, it's a Taylor Swift album. Obviously, that's just a given. Anyways, I am going to stop talking. I feel like I'm just trying to rationalize my emotions now, which is always great. And I'm going to sit down and try to edit this and get it up before I go to bed. Hopefully. I don't know, it's getting kind of late, and again, I have had 2 hours of sleep, so maybe this will be going up in the morning. But I hope you guys had an amazing time with this album. I hope you guys are a little bit more emotionally stable than I am after watching that short film, because oh god, I feel like I just experienced so many heartbreaks all at once. But anyways, thank you guys again for watching, and I will see you for the next one. See ya.